Well, evening fellas, zombies, what's going on? It's almost practically 11 o'clock at night. It is 12/29/2022. We're getting close to the end of the year, aren't we? Let's call this a regular log instead of the diary of the Beaver named John Weaver. I know I posted a lot of videos out there that are under a file name, because I was probably too damn lazy to get to the file names, get them worked on, but they're still published on the public. There's nothing spectacular. It's general stuff, that's about it. This is getting me a little antsy, getting closer to the end here. Every year it gets closer to the end here. And yet I'm supposed to feel something about this end here that tells me something. Just had to drive me nuts, that's about it. Okay. Wondering why I'm going in that way. The New Year's pin. The new one. Nothing spectacular. But still, I'm not selling it. I just got the thing. So, I'll probably be wearing this probably tomorrow, and the everything else going on. Hold on. Okay, so what I was trying to do at this point over here is watching the show West Wing. I'm still hooked in the thing. I mean, I can't help it, but every time I kept watching the series when it kept coming back on, it's been a long while since I've seen it. It's been years. So watching it's almost brand new, but I'm familiar with the characters. It's not exactly all the storylines, but some things I do. And thanks to internet search, I can go over just the general plot lines of what was going on, but not specifics. Now, when I was talking about my anxiety level concerning about what's happening here, dealing with the damn bugs and everything else going on right now, it's not, I hate to say it's becoming normalized around here, but it's still not normalized. I'm dealing with a constant bug invasion right here, and I'm not exactly doing myself a keen thing. The only thing you're seeing right now is just the plug-in lights trying to keep me calm. Just saying all the damn food stuff and realizing all the worthless shit I threw out. It's still a pain in the ears. I don't know what else to do about it. When I go through a deep cleaning on this damn place, it's still not going to get rid of these sons of bitches. Because they're in the walls. I can try doing a fogging in this damn place. We'll push it to the other places. But I know I'm not the ultimate source of the damn thing. I'm just a recipient of this shit. So I gotta give it to somebody else. It still pisses me off. It still pisses me off. Infiltrated everything. You know, I don't need grieving situations at this point over here. It's probably becoming mute. Because I'm now dealing with, constant debugs. I mean, I still deal with my grieving in the morning when it kicks in, and believe me, there are times when it does. It drives me nuts. And I'm still trying to deal with it. I'm still trying to deal with it one way or another. Meanwhile, the little girl is still up. Still dealing. She's sagging. So am I. We both got saggy bottoms and saggy bottoms. I know she wants to keep up with her exercise a bit. Flying every so often when she can. She wants to feel it, so I have to keep accommodating her on that. Only when she's up for it. I mean, I could try getting her encouraged for it. Right now, I guess right now probably is telling me she needs to go out again. Pause. Well, while the West Wing goes on, and taking a commercial break, I'm trying to salvage some pins regarding New Year's because I definitely want to get a theme going on. Now, I used to go to Disneyland with my brother several times, several years when New Year's kicked in. And David knows, Sip and Bob, how much of a pin fanatic I can be. I mean, if there was interesting pins, I'd get them. No matter where the hell it was. If it was an air show or a liquor store somewhere, I'd be collecting the pins. Because I looked at them, it was the most interesting thing to have. Pieces of metal, either with etchings or flimsy material on it, would be, for some people, considered a pain in the well, I can't say pain in the ass, but they consider collector's items. Etchings of sorts. We happen to put these things into a time capsule, and maybe about 100 years later, if Disneyland was still operating, maybe they would have said, well, I think this guy was a Disney fanatic, or else he was a real nut job. I think I'd take the idea of being a nut job. At one time there was a vest when I was a lot skinnier. And because of this vest, I was putting a lot of weight on it. This is well before I actually had an encounter with Walmart and their wonderful tire department and tires dropping on my face. Yes, it still gets me. These pens are practically collectibles. And it's these I usually collect because they are worthwhile to me when it comes down for memories. Some aren't, some are just collecting. Others do mean something. They do. And I just can't put it past it. Some things actually do have things that I had gone through or taken care of. That's alright. Let's stress over it anyway. Much. The rest of the stuff I probably won't stress over it. But these things told history. Some of them I had to buy back all over again because I didn't have the, I sold off the original ones I had collected and collecting again online. So I'm going to have something ongoing. The years I went, some of the years I couldn't get back. Still. Can't help it, I'm a big mad pin collector at times. I was saying about the pin collection. Long while ago, I got into this, and I don't even remember how I got into it. Maybe because it was the first air show, or maybe it was a Star Trek pin. But I was an avid collector of a lot of them anyways, which I could afford to get either by mail order or by convention. The ways I knew it. And then you had the internet. Things, well, it's supposed to be technically easier, especially when you have the moolah for it. That was over the last 20 years. Prior to that, it was just magazines, mail orders, find a thing in a mail order, thought it looked interesting, tried to collect it. I must have collected maybe about $500 or more of 50 pounds of metal. I had put them in binders at one time. Cardboard backing and then just binder them up. That way, I had them in a... Sorry, got rain on my bugs again. I had them in binders, cardboard backing with protectors, sheet protectors. Slide the whole thing in. And it had holes punched in them, and I could look at them, drill out them, I would. Or take them out from time to time, wear them. There was an issue sometimes with missing backings, so I had to have the pins loose. You know, it got to a point where, you know, dealing with the situations I had at home within the past 15 years. Dave and I lost the home over at the trailer house, and then had our stuff in storage, and then lost that stuff. A lot of my pins were in there. I had Star Trek pins, and I sold those off. I had Disney pins, I sold those off. And the rest of it was just collectibles. Stuff you guys never seen it before. Fortunate for me, I'd taken pictures of a lot of the pins that I got as a way of keeping track of them. That way, if I lost them, at least I know which ones I'm looking at. Sometimes the pictures wasn't good because of the camera shots. But they still have memories. There are some pins I still have from long ago that still hold memories. I know, they're just metals, but you know, how much importance do you put upon a piece of an item? Our antiques, our collectibles, things in storage left and right that basically we're saying that they're important to us because we're temporarily storing our collected junk until something else happens. And then something happens and all hell breaks loose, and then what do we do after that? I don't know. Because I lost a lot of them and I had to rebuild them slowly back again. It's taking a lot longer. And different pins this time to add more to the collection. I must have got about 20 pounds worth of it already. Or less than that, I guess. But when I start putting my identity into it, when I start putting myself into it, that's what makes it even more, do I say important? It does matter to me that I have them, and it's important for me. Just not quite sure how. Well, it seems like I'm trying to relive the useful days when you're collecting pieces of metal left and right, and how much wearing it gives one either status, identification, or a bit of an ego boost. In my case, it was basically all three at the same time. Being a Trek fan, I wore a vest, black vest, Travelers, and I'd load it up with a hell of a lot of pins on it. Or wear the Disney vest and still wear it with a hell of a lot of pins. One side would have Disney, right by the Disney logo, and then the other one would have the science fiction material on it. And the way the vest was constructed was it allowed you to go in between the fabric to mount the pins. They never tell you how. I discovered that by myself. And with that, I was able to Walk around and say, look at me, look at me. And my problem was losing pins sometimes and going crazy over it and then trying to find where I put them at, because that was just the hardest thing for me to have. Is when you're wearing pins, you want to make sure that they're prominent, but you also wanted to make sure that you had sufficient enough backing with them. Of course, you're probably asking me, what is he talking about? Well, unless you're a pin collector, you probably won't know. And if you didn't like collecting pins, that's fine too. There's nothing in the world like collecting pieces of metal that you put on yourself and then prance around like you're a fool and idiot sometimes. Yep, I said it. Because I was doing the same thing, just prancing around like a damn fool and idiot, think I know what better. Look at all these pieces of metal I got. Just chest bust out, and then I'm just, look at all this damn shit out here, look at me. Yeah, if it was the Star Trek stuff I'd be wearing. Insignia badge over here, rank over here. If I had a jacket, Levi jacket, my God, it'd be worse. I'd be moving the stuff around all over the damn place. Now it got crazy. But some people say, well, you were a Star Trek fan. How'd you can tell? I'd have the Admiral pins on here, but I'll just glide in. Nobody would know the damn thing's an Admiral unless you were a Trek fan and looked at the damn thing. It's like, okay, he's trying to do, what the hell is he doing here? Anybody else is really like, what the hell's that? You put a Disney pin on. That's a different story altogether. Different story altogether. Yeah, I like Disney. No point. They got crazier and crazier with their damn prices. Priced me out a lot with things. Well, it's getting close to that time for a 2-day or a 1 day, and then all hell breaks loose. It's only the 29th for the next few minutes. It's only about 11:57, some odd seconds. Close to 11:58 p.m. Then it'll be December 30th, Friday, 2022. After that, maybe at the 31st, which is the countdown. Unless we're already on countdown right now for New Year's. A lot of people are trying to reflect back of what's been going on and try to reiterate what we've lost, who we lost, things went on, so people can actually understand what happened. What's happened is things happened. We lost people. We lost a lot of people. Not because of COVID, but because of other things happening that people lost their lives. There was a deputy sheriff of Riverside lost his life pursuing a suspect. It was a massive hunt for this guy. On a freeway, CHP was chasing after this guy. Deputy's only been in the department for several years. Worked in jails before he went on the streets. I guess in the process of trying to pull over a guy, he got shot, killed. There was a description somehow made. Found the car racing. CHP went after it, the sheriffs went after it. Back and forth from Riverside to San Bernardino, back into Riverside again. Or just about. Put a spike strip on the guy. Actually, Took them long enough to have some car problems with that one. Got a bit of a fender bender somehow on the freeway. Comes out shooting. There's an army of lead. Tore the guy apart. Guy was already a cop killer. Somehow, through the law system. Through the legal system, he was supposed to stay in jail for till the day he died. Probably put on death row, but he didn't. Somehow he got taken out. That was going to be probably an investigation about the damn judge who did this thing in the first place. I don't know, maybe. The judge ain't going to keep his job that long. Especially if there's going to be another election. Won't be able to keep it. Because he allowed the cop killer out. Murdered. Guy already had an arm and a leg, and then some of what it meant. And, there was a long parade of law enforcement. The local coroner's office. There's going to be another one, especially when he gets to have a service. We talk about changes. We've also lost actors and actresses and even sports stars. Guy's about 86. He was battling multiple ailments before it took him out. Somebody reported upon Pele. Shortly before Christmas. He was in the hospital. He was going to be spending Christmas and not at home, but in the hospital because of his ailments. Just laid him out. He passed away in sleep, I guess. I'd seen Pele play those taped matches that they showed, and it was phenomenal. Brazilian leg stunner. Put Mercury to shame sometimes. They would put him into a movie back in the early 80s with Sylvester Stallone, World War II, where these guys were in a POW camp, and in order to escape out of their situation, somehow they managed to get a soccer game going on against some Germans. See, that was in it. Michael Caine, Sylvester Stallone, Pele. An all-star cast in the thing. And it was the music, the film, the actors. Pele showed his stuff off on camera. That was really impressive. So, I guess some things are coming to a close. I'm not quite sure what next year is going to be bringing up. I do know that when the New Year's come, we're going to be ducking for cover. A lot of people like to go outside and watch the fireworks. Me, I'm staying inside. My dog to be safe, and then I'm seeing the fireworks through the window and hoping that I don't get rained on by any artillery. And we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, a little bit later on, we'll do another. I guess we have to.